prison cell. The story I got to tell, how I walked to the gates of hell. At the age of 17, life wasn't good to me. Had to put in the work, chasing that paradise. Where could I find all the merchandise? Coming the streets and the shooting. Dynamite, they all be booming. Driving the cars, I be zooming. Going up, can I be fooling? Criminals know me well. I was locked in a prison cell. The story I got to tell, how I walked to the gates of hell.
His confidence is very intimate in that book, as he tells about his family and the death of his brother, and he talks about their life, he talks about what has happened, he tells you this is also the reason why I became what I became, but he doesn't make excuses. Finally, and he tells you about prison. But he doesn't lie about why he got into prison. He tells you that story.
The world is going crazy, many lives for life. No matter what color you are born to be a star.
Going into your future blind, you don't know what to expect. So you always wait for unexpected blessings to come your way.
But the way highway exit is very, very dangerous. Very dangerous, people. Come out of it. And standing here, the time will be too short to explain that. But the first thing was I made up my mind. Alam ka man sê ek skreeu. Alam ka man sê ek is 'n coward. Alam ka man sê die ding is bang. Die ander ding wat ek sê, kom ek was nie bang nie. Hulle het geweet van hulle wat saam met was. Toen ik naar de Amerikaanse school zei, ik was klaar. En er is nog opgestaan in de media, maar ik heb gegaan met wisdom en dieper en gezegd, jongens, ik heb besluit. Werkelijk, ik heb besluit. I'm a man, they know me, I'm not glamorizing gangsterism. In this book, there's no glamorization time for that. Our people are dying, our children and mothers are crying. We have lost a mother through a stray bullet, a child, a husband, a friend, a brother. Let me call one name, victims of gangsterism. Bullets, you have killed your loved one. I just want to stand today in the gap for those who are still involved in gangsterism. And I want to ask you, because I have done a lot of harm, that was part of my exit. Over here I can see there's other husbands who are gone. Their wives are here. They are friends of us that are gone. And on behalf of the perpetrators, I want to ask you for forgiveness. Maybe there's no forgiveness yet because of the questions that take time. But I want to ask you and all those in the Western Cape who have lost a child, and those who have lost, because we are alive, I think, who have lost a child and have lost a father and an innocent child. I think humbly I want to ask sincerely for forgiveness. It wasn't my program, I think it just came up. So that is part of exit.
It was a long journey, and I want to congratulate him on the great achievement that he has achieved today. It wasn't easy. This road is never easy. But God gets all the glory today, and all the honor, and all the praise.
Well, today we have heard some beautiful, inspirational speeches from our guests that was invited to speak and share their hearts and their views on the book. And I so much enjoyed what they have given us this morning. They've given us inspiration, they've given us snippets of the book, but moreover, they've given us courage or encouragement to do our part in our own communities. And that is the blessing of not just being a speaker, but being a speaker and putting seeds into those people who hear them, into their spirits, to continue the legacy that we've heard today of someone who has been through life and has left some footprints behind, or is leaving footprints. He's not dead yet, he's leaving footprints, and for us to follow in that. And then of course the young boy, what an inspiration, what a blessing that our youngsters today can grow up in the right mindset, that they can do also what we usually see things overseas happening, but to know that it's in them, and the wonderful opportunity they are given to share that gift that God has given them. Yes, he's got an awesome dad who is walking next to him that can encourage him also in the gift that God has given in him.
The Gates of Now. Beautiful book, right? The jarenlange vriend. En wij zien bij is in Havana naar de komen.
Sure. So the speakers were absolutely fantastic, especially the keynote speaker, Dr. Alan Busa. He had quite empowering and inspirational words. He also spoke about identity and apartheid, and how Pastor Isaac's book is just a sort of outcome of the legacy of the past, but he chose to not just go with the flow, but he chose to change and make a difference. So that was quite powerful. And then AJ he was so brilliant. It was an honor to meet him. He is so talented, and yeah, all the speakers did a fantastic job today. The MC, he was so funny, very entertaining. Ashley is quite talented, and he actually wrote AJ's song, which is something I found out today. So it was great to meet both Ashley and his kids. Yes, Pastor Ivan, it's been quite a great journey completing this project and working on this book with you, and every time we met it was so profound. I was moved and I was inspired by your story, even though I couldn't identify with your past, but it was so inspiring to see that someone who has gone through hell and back could change and transform their life.